Where ordinarily we learn to be a better gamer, but no, it's time to take fun seriously as we're gonna cannon rush. Yeah! Which is, I guess, a lot like taking fun seriously for us and giving the finger to the other guy. Aw, yeah! I've always wanted to know what is the equivalent of cannon rushing in other games, such as League of Legends, Street Fighter 4, just generally what is the big annoying broken thing. Like in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, it was the Chrysogram. If you've ever used that sword, wow, that made the game easy and fun and oh my god, just tapping it, just if you didn't play Castlevania Symphony of the Night, do it. Or like the Rainbow Sword in Chrono Trigger. It's awesome, man. I just do that. I'm going to cast Luminaire again, even though the animation takes like an hour. How about I do Knights of the Round and then go to a movie, and when I come back, it'll be fixed, right? Excellent. We're going to go ahead and hop into the Cannon Rush. That is a truly dedicated story of a young man named, come on, camera transition. It looks like it's going to be Flare Star, the dedicated, epic cannon rusher of the top right regions. And meanwhile, down in the bottom right, we have his ally, Joker Fanger. Joker Fanger sat down, elected the name Joker Fanger. And ordinarily, I like to play a game with new names, which is this a pharmaceutical, a Pokemon, or an ancient historian? And I guess Joker Fanger would be some sort of 18-plus Pokemon. In the bottom corner, we have Yanger's World, which I really hope is a pharmaceutical product that will do a lot more than make you feel a little bit better after a cold. Up in the top, we have The Way is Shut, which could potentially be misinterpreted as The Way is Hut. Spawning is the yellow, and Horizon with an E instead of an A. Wait, what did I just say? Did I just imply that Horizon is spelled with an A? I don't know how that biffed. Did I just say Horizon? Look over onto the horizon and look at the sunset. Amazing. Horizon. There we go. I think O is the letter I meant. Excellent. Horizon. Horizon. Wraith, which is excellent. Wraith is just the standard House of White Court vampires. Horizon. Oh no, he's building cannons. Oh, I love you. Now, Flare Star is going to be our cannon Russian mofo hanging down there in the bottom right. Joker Fanger will soon enough be doing his usual thing. Now, in terms of just some frames of reference, Yanger's World and Joker Fanger are just two guys. Flare Star is the champion. He's the hero. Going to the Flare Star cam, deselecting it all. He's chrono boosting, he's cannon rushing. All he needs to know is the correct way to do it. Look at that APM. Look at that Flare Star APM at 31. Brutal. Cannons from Flare Star. Moving on out. Looks like Yanger's World was doing a little bit of scouting, but right now Flare Star is moving up with the cannons because he knows that this is the cannon rush, cannon push, cannon assault, cannon all things doom incoming, but he's got to get that probe up. Oh my god, call the police! There's a probe in here! Do you hear the cops outside? Someone may have died in my neighborhood, but the important thing is that we're inside safe watching video games. And now Flare Star has successfully enacted the pain the cannon rush is going down. Now Flare Star has to, at the very least, be feeling a little bit proud of himself. He's killed off one of the 3 enemies, and this is a lot like getting the Presidential Physical Fitness Award when you're 8. You feel cool, but the president has nothing to do with it, and you're probably going to wind up being lazy and fat anyways. The analogy sort of broke down, but the important thing is that this doesn't have nearly as much weight as I originally would have thought. So now The Way is Hut, running his probes to the left as more photon cannons go down. Meanwhile, back in the main base, just getting, you know, the usual assimilator, the usual gateway, feeling good about his life. Feeling quite pleasant. Look at all these people talking about the Presidential Physical Fitness Award. You know what? Screw this game. Let's talk about being a child. When I was young, I don't know how many of you are American. Well, actually, I do. It's about 40%. Said Day 9. Just getting a view from the chat. I estimate about 40% of you are American. The other 40% of you who live in Europe, I don't know if you had the Presidential Physical Fitness Award. The way it worked is that we had 4 physical activities that had nothing to do with actually being healthy. And these were used to determine if you got a sheet of paper with a stamp of the signature of the president. I think I remember 3 of them, but I know that there were 4. One was running the mile. It was like your mile time. Then there's another one, which is how many sit-ups you can do in a minute. I don't know, that's what they did. Oh, there was a flexibility test where you had to like put your feet up and you had to like stretch really far. And if you were flexible, this helped to achieve your presidential fitness level. But the weirdest one was the bar hang. I don't know how this works, but the idea is you would just grab onto a bar that was like really high. You'd like stand on a chair and you'd grab onto it, and then they would just pull the chair out from under you and you would just hang. I don't know what this is useful for, because I can understand the need for flexibility because I have to tie my shoes and I'm getting really out of shape. It's hard now. That sit and reach makes sense to me. The number of sit-ups in a minute, I have to sit up from all the times I lie down to watch Netflix, and that's hard on my body. The running thing, I think everyone agrees that running's healthy, but this, I don't know, where you're just hanging from a bar and you couldn't rest your chin on it because they were worried you'd use your neck muscles, which is like really has nothing to do with fitness at all. Hanging from this bar as though you would be able to hang on from a bridge if you decided that you were going to jump off it, and then we're like, wait a minute, I don't have any safety equipment. Thank God I got my Presidential Physical Fitness Award and I can just hang on this edge for a minute. No one's going to ever go up to you on the bridge and be like, my God, he's hanging on for dear life, but he's using his chin. That guy must be out of shape. They just make you hang on to it. I don't know why. And there was always one kid in each class who could hang on to there for like 3 minutes. He had like monkey jeans or something. Or I guess tree sloth jeans. Because an interesting fact about tree sloths, they actually have these curved little paws. And they just hang. Doesn't even need any muscle tissue. They just sort of happily perch and then yawn. And they take naps like this. As did that one kid who hung on there. And I was pretty good at the bar hang, guys. I had 75 seconds on the bar hang. Guess who can't do that now? Oh, God. I'm, like, really unhealthy. Sometimes when I'm, like, shampooing and I, like, get back here, I'm like, oh, my arms are tired. I guess I won't wash that part of my body anymore. I'm just not doing that. They can't see that on the daily. Screw that shit, man. Ugh. My God, what? Do I want 1 loaf of bread or 2? No, I have to use both hands to pick that up. Screw this. This is actually the laziest ever, is when I went into the grocery store and they didn't have any carts there, and I thought, I guess I'm just not shopping for food today because I'm not going to get one of those baskets and hold it. It digs into my fingers and makes them uncomfy. But I could do the bar hang when I was younger. I could hang on to that bar, baby. Let's come back to this cannon rush from Flare Star. Aw, yeah. So we see the way is Hut. Looks like the Hut is just getting himself some more Nexi. In the meantime, we see Yanger's World and Joker Fanger doing a good job playing like normal people, while in the meantime, Flare Star, he knows his calling in life, and his calling is the cannon rush. Calling is that cannon rush. Oh, God. Everyone in the chat is just sharing stories of their physical prowess, so I'll share some of mine. When I was younger, I used to bike like 20 miles a day, at least. My mile time was 5:05. Oh, my God. I used to run almost under a 5-minute mile. And then you know what happened? Nothing, literally. And now I break into a sweat trying to open a Twinkie. I'm sweating right now, and I'm sitting here talking. It's really bad. It's really bad how out of shape I am, man. I'm like, sometimes when people are like, oh, the elevator's broken, we'll just take the stairs. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna drive home. I can't go up the stairs, man. So bad. Sean, what's your mile time? Do you want to run a mile today? No. Let's run the mile tomorrow. I read a book about being healthy. Listen, I'm healthy. I bought this book. I've been reading this health blog, and it says that if you eat these power bars, it'll help. Unreal. Looks like Flare Star moving on out. He knows his calling. He is a cannon rusher. He is going for, oh yes, cannon rush mothership. You know a few things are more powerful than cloaked cannons. Oh yeah, Flare Star. Now trying to take it down. Taking down all the incinerators. You don't really need gas necessarily when you're cannon rushing, but here's the issue. If you don't kill off Wraith and Horizon the man soon enough, it's all up to Joker, Fanger, and Yanger's world to keep you alive. Because we have a job to do. Don't worry, Commander, I've got this under control. Meantime, there's this huge battle. The epic battle of life and death. This is seriously like the humans trying to make sure that the aliens don't win in the movie Independence Day. And this is the guy making sure that the chef is not overcooking any of the food. Hey, be careful, watch that stew, mister. What if the beef is tough? For the people keeping us alive. Ridiculous. Joker Fanger and Mr. Yanger of the world. Trying to stay in shape. Flare Star. Doing a little bit of cannon rushing. Yes. There's Flare Star planting them down and going to the left. Horizon. Under a little bit of trouble. Looks like we know who the man is, and his name is Flare Star. Better keep that warp prism up. He's doing the lightning cannon push. And let me just say that right now. Anytime you build a building off a warp prism, that is a lightning play, mister. Or missus. Or, I don't know, maybe you're a horse. Maybe you're just a horse watching, and you're upset that I use Mr. and Mrs. And you're just like, it's so insensitive. And I'd be like, hey, horse, why the long face? Everyone's heard that joke, but you know what? Fuck horses! I said it, I don't care. Enjoy being glue for the rest of your life, nerd. Oh. Can't wait to play that game with your feet in gym class. And there's some horse. There's a horse who's watching who's like really upset, and he's like, that's not very nice, but he can't type anything clearly. He has hooves. It just looks like this. Just looks like that. It's insensitive to horses. I don't know why I just told you it's like this. If you're watching the video, you can't see anything. Well, that's okay. That's alright. Flare Star taking some damage. The cannon rush. He does have an arrow. Look at this. This is awesome. I just want to know that this is awesome. And who's being cannon rushed? Oh, this guy. Do you see the arrow? Because that's all I fucking see. Hey, who's gonna die? It's gonna be this guy. Oh, yeah. As a pony, I resent that. Or perhaps as a brony. Don't worry, My Little Pony's awesome. If you don't think that if you think that I might just be saying that, oh! Within arm's reach. He demonstrated brony-dom. Don't worry, ponies, you're cool. Horses, yeah. Why don't you go try to clean your tears up with your hoof? Oh man. This guy is being cannon rushed. Alright, cool. Alright. The way is shut. Now rebuilding his robo facility because if at first you don't succeed, go Colossus or Dark Templar or Void Rays or some shit. And it looks like, oh, it's a mothership from Flare Star. It's all up to Joker Fanger and the world of Yanger to commence the assault up on House Wraith and Horizon B-Man. Flare Star advancing in. How can a man cannon rush this late into the game? Oh no, the mothership on retreat quickly. Vortex the way to safety and keep building cannons. Up in the main base, Flare Star, he's not giving up. He's just going to go cannon rush over here. I don't even know how that got in the base, but that's awesome. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, no! Oh, the probe is on an attack queue. Unbelievable. At least he gets the refunded money back. Flare Star now has the mothership. The cannons are advancing forward under a hidden cloaking field. The way is shut, just building only immortals. And whose DTs are those? Flare Star! Oh my god, cannon rush into Dark Templar. The cheese wheel continues to turn. Flare Star. La King du Fromage. First, a tablespoon of cannons. Then, pepper in a couple of Dark Templar, as you see fit to your taste. An epic battle commences at the front. Hey everyone, why don't you all just get sucked into an alternate dimension? Why don't you enjoy the free trip to Disneyland? All the units spending time in Disneyland. Now, an Archon toilet would be particularly effective, but that wouldn't be nearly as kick-ass as continuing to build more cannons. Flare Star advancing forward now, adding on more cannons in the center of the map, also adding cannons. Oh shit, the army's back from Disneyland. And it looks like Flare Star has only cannons to hide behind, once again dodging out of trouble. But not without some sort of reward. He has successfully thwarted the expanded attempt of Horizon. In the main base, we see that Flare Star does have those warp gates still up and running, taking yet another base. And in the center, it looks like, well, Yanger's World and Joker Fanger, they suck. I was the one cannon rushing killing things in the unit's lost tab. I have not the most, and ugh. I'm just gonna blame my allies. Colossi continuing to sweep up, no reason not to blame your allies in this particular circumstance. Flare Star trying to get up a single Void Ray. But I don't know if that sort of standard scrubby-nubby transition is going to be nearly as effective. He's going to send those units to Disneyland for a little while. Try to pick off these other ones that decided to stay home for spring break, losers. Disneyland folk have returned, but Joker Fanger and Flare Star work together to pick some of them off. DT in the mix. The way his hut doesn't manage to take it down. And the mothership, ugh! There is no longer a mothership. And suddenly, tears begin to stream down the faces of everyone who was rooting for Flare Star. Cannon rush into mothership, into more cannons, into DT. Flare Star never gives up. He never surrenders. His cannons up at the top side. He's reinforcing them with Dark Templar. He knows the way it works. How easy, how effective. Yanger's World gets out. Joker Fanger gets out. It's all gonna be up to Flare Star, the most beastly cannon rusher in the world. He has no more allies. House Wraith with a hearty lull. With a hearty lull. The cannons, they fall. In the main, everything's falling apart. The Dark Shrine, when behind Dark Shrine, not this time. Not with House Wraith unleashing a big bucket of pain. Lol, says the way is hut. With many a lol and many a ho-ho-ho, these nerds are awful. Look at them cannon rush, continue to eliminate the once powerful bases of Yanger's World and Joker Fanger, leaving but a desiccated husk. But that's fine, because we're going to keep cannon rushing. Oh! Never forget your mission. Never remember. Excuse me, never forget. America will never forget our destiny. Alright, Flare Star building the Void Rays. Flare Star gets it. But Flare Star, does he have a forge? He does. And thus the cannon rushing commences with extra funds from his enemies, who were once upon a time his allies. Looks like we're starting to take some hits. This is gonna be a little bit tricky. It looks like it looks like Ray. There's a lot of units coming from all angles. But with literally 4 Void Rays, that's enough to cause this entire army of 18 Stalkers to retreat. Excellent. Cannon rushing can continue. Phew! What skill rays! Flare Star controlled his skill rays effectively enough to repel the enemy. In the meantime, Flare Star setting up an incredible distraction. My god, that cannon building noise really is way louder than 90% of the other sound effects. And now it looks like it's time for Marine Marauders, Marines with no combat shields, to step into the fray. Can they defeat the skill rays with some excellent recontrol micro, some good kiting with those void rays? Flare Star stays alive and amazingly has a cannon battalion in the main base. Flare Star pulling quite the beast mode. Quite the sufficient ball or two emitting from Flare Star. The way is shut. Expanding nearby? I don't think so. More Marauders come, and it looks like the way is shut has a plan. And that's to build cannons of his own. Oh no, we weren't fast enough! And suddenly the allies realize, wait a minute, there's cannons all over this base. How on earth can this work? We can't lift anything! We can't, oh no! The skill rays, Void Ray's quite good against immortals and units. Flare Star 1A, hit hooray, it looks like the big blue army of Wraith taking everything down. Phoenix versus Void Ray, and eventually Stalker's there to reinforce. Now units come in one at a time. 6-inch voices. Stalkers don't come until all the Phoenixes are dead. Wraith still trying to add on some more Phoenixes. Flare Star with yet more Void Rays. We see that Stalker Colossus Force trying to get together. Do they have Blink? They do not, and that stinks. Because in the meantime, cannons are still aplenty. And more Void Rays going to take out more bases. Looking good for Flare Star. Instructor Flare Star in the resources tab. We can see the top 3 are dead, withered bodies of Flare Star's ally, and this is his bar. The bottom one, the 128-1633, that is the enemy. This game needs a little bit more mothership, but it looks like Flare Star wanted to have a non-zero number of nexuses first. Flare Star advancing forward, going right to the heart of the old guard of Wraith. The way is shut, everything joining together into one big giant ball of 1A. The extra expansion from Flare Star under some serious duress from Wakers. And all seems pretty much under control. Until, I don't know if you noticed, but Thors actually do a ton of damage to clustered Void Rays. Shooting from a far away is Flare Star. He's on the retreat. He's trying to kite micro against Marines. It's actually working. Soon enough, Flare Star just decides to gun it. Maybe if we built more cannons. Looks like Wraith with a lol. Look at these guys. How cruel. Lol, lol, lol. Just sitting there laughing and laughing. But that's okay. Because if at first you don't succeed, build more Void Rays. End a Dark Templar. Literally. Only things that feel like total bullshit. And the final assault coming up from Team Purple and Team Orange. Spreading out the Void Rays. We call this micro. And I'm just going to speed it up because this game's basically run its course. Guys, Void Rays are really good. Void Rays are really good. Look at this badass. Look at this badass baller ass cannon Russian ass. You know it. DTs up to the cannons. More Void Rays. Void Rays continuing to hang out in the middle. Mad props to Flare Star for cannon rushing all frickin' game long. Never giving up, never surrendering, accepting any free present his enemies give by wandering next to his Void Rays. Is he still making more? You betcha. He's actually just now mining from 2 fresh geysers. And of course, if I had any feedback to Flare Star, I'd be like, dude, where are the cannons, man? You could be cannon rushing right now, man. Come on, man. Uh-oh. Looks like he's gonna do it. Until then, I just would like a graph of my unhealthiness over time. And I get increasingly more unhealthy as I start to have those realizations like, I can order pizza whenever I want. Who's gonna stop me from ordering the pizza? Who's gonna stop Flare Star from building only Void Rays? Well, Wraith certainly can't. The way is shut certainly can't because that game's over. Now, because I know many of you are thinking, how can I improve my cannon rushing play? Persistence might not be the greatest advice. You can't just be like Flare Star. I mean, that's pretty hard to do. That guy's good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at Grandmaster level cannon rushing in part number 3. We're going to watch like 5 games in hyperspeed and just appreciate how awesome everything is. So we'll go into that now. See you in part 3 in 2 minutes. See ya in 2. See ya in 2.